He get a lot of assists because he dribbled a lot of shot clock up and pass it to a shooter at the end of the shot. 24. So he's not setting nobody up. So a lot of them assists is just like inflated numbers.
Mm-hmm.
The rebounds I don't have a problem with. Honestly, like I don't have a problem with him getting rebounds. His shot selection is bad. That's part of the reason why his field goal percentage is so low. But I don't understand. I guess I understand both parts of it. That's Stephen A's job to criticize these players.
Right.
He's been doing it over 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times these NBA players are insecure or not insecure. They're sensitive.
Yeah.
And so anytime you see anytime something is said about them, they gonna react to it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it happened when he said something about LeBron. LeBron's camp responded back to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you go protect the NBA player at all costs, but I don't have a problem with Stephen A. Smith said because he said that's his opinion, and that's what he paid to give his opinion. He's getting paid $8 million a year to give his opinion. He has to do it.
And to be honest, it wasn't that bad of an opinion. He didn't disrespect him none.
It wasn't.
All he was, in all actuality, he was giving him a lot of praise. He's saying he expects that from him. Now that stat line is ridiculous. Do not give me that's where you got to give the respect, like you said.
That's crazy.
Yeah, those numbers are insane.
That's crazy.
Who does that?
Apparently only 3 people.
Yeah, Magic, Russell Westbrook, and Oscar Robertson.
And me on 2K.
Yeah,
Don't leave that out.
And Mark on 2K.
Give me my flowers.
but on the real, so
but nah, it's not. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Westbrook. I probably said it on here. Now I'm not a big fan of his game, but I appreciate what he do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm not gonna never hate on him.
he's definitely one of the greats. There's no doubt about
he
it.
is. What he's done, you can't take none of that stuff away.
No.
Do I think he's going to be the best player on the championship team? No. Do I think he's going to be a starting point guard on the championship team? Absolutely not. But I also think that he's a really great player that's probably just not going to win a championship. It's like Karl Malone was, like John Stockton was, like you know what I'm saying, like a lot of these players are.
But you know what's different between those players were? When those players were the man on their team,
Right.
they at least got their team there. That's the thing that hurt. Don't get me wrong, West been there, but he got there with Durant, and he hasn't even been close really ever since.
But
by himself, like when the team is built around him.
But with Stockton and Malone, we can't say that because they've always been paired together. So
I'm
you
not-
had two
yeah.
greats.
I'm
you
not
know
talking
what
about. I'm talking about Malone.
But
alone.
even with when Charles Barkley don't have a ring, he got to the finals with Phoenix, and you know what I'm saying. I think that, man, it's just sometimes some of these players, it's not meant for everybody to win a championship. If everybody can win a championship, then we wouldn't put so much hype on championships.
100% agree.
We just got to appreciate some of these players for their greatness, for what they're doing and what they're giving. You know what I'm saying?
I agree 100%.
And I don't think that Westbrook is that player that's going to win a championship as the best player on the team.
Nick Foster in the comments saying Team Westbrook.
Yeah,
I ain't about to talk to Nick about Westbrook.
Look,
I get it.
We get it. We get it. Russell Westbrook's fun. John Ireland, voice of the Lakers, who's also a UCLA grad, he said he's his favorite player to watch and it's not a Laker.
I get it. I heard a lot of people say that.
But that's the thing. He's a good player to watch, but are you building a team around? Are you being a contender around that? They tried in Oklahoma City. He was out in the first round. You get Paul George, you were still out in the first round. You ended up in Houston, you're still out in the second round.
That Paul George, they didn't give it enough time. Paul George is hurt.
Yeah, I'm about to say. He
hurt
hurt
his
shoulder. He hurt his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kawhi stepped in and said, "You know what?
Yeah.
You need to."
I mean, I don't think Westbrook and Paul George would have won a championship, but I think they definitely got past the first round if both of them healthy.
I agree.
I agree with you.
Especially the way Paul George was playing that last year.
Yeah, he was before he got hurt. He was in consideration as an MVP
and Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah,
that's only because he wasn't guarding Luka.
It was Anthony Davis, LeBron should won last
He wasn't in the league yet.
Oh, good thing for Paul George.
Yeah,
speaking of
we're gonna talk. Yeah, let's go there.
Speaking of who?
Luka, bring that up, bro.
What?
I don't know if y'all saw
What?
Luka.
What?
Yeah, let's go to some NBA.
What?
Luka.
Did he say bring that up?
No.
Wait.
Hold on. Come on. We're not having no technical difficulties right now. We're live. Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Yo, that's crazy. He told Nick to bring that up.
Hey, hold on, man.
No.
That's the restaurant all over again for me.
Y'all not. We're not. Just because it's Thursday, don't mean we gonna start tripping. I know. We been start tripping since it's Thursday, yo.
All right, there we go.
All right, so we're back at it. So ESPN, there you stop it, B. ESPN. They did it again, man. They had their top 25 players under the age of 25. One, no-brainer, Luka Doncic.
Most definitely.
2, no-brainer, Zion Williamson.
Mm-hmm.
3, stop the music being ready, LaMelo Ball.
Go ahead. I got this one.
Go ahead, bro.
So you mean to tell me that LaMelo Ball?
Tell him who's ahead.
Hold on. I'm gonna start from 10. All right. So is LaMelo better than SGA?
Yeah, I'll give him SGA, but not full. SGA's a better defense. You think SGA? I think LaMelo has a higher upside than SGA, but I'll go SGA right now.
Right now, Gilgeous Alexander.
Bam Adebayo.
No.
I'm going Bam.
Devin Booker.
Next question.
I'm going Devin Booker.
Don't answer that. Say next question. That's one of the ones you just say next question to, Mark. That's one that you say next question to.
Now listen. I started from 10, and they got Devin Booker at 8.
Keep going, because that's part of the disrespect
So,
on this
they
list.
say LaMelo Ball is better than Ben Simmons.
Next question.
De'Aaron Fox.
Not right now. He's not.
Jason Tatum.
See what I'm talking about, ESPN, dude? Come on, man.
And Donovan Mitchell.
No.
Donovan Mitchell has his team with the best record in the NBA.
By the way, did y'all see what Donovan Mitchell was how he was playing last night? They lost.
He had 40, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he came down yesterday and pulled up a 3 right before, to get the game to overtime. It was like practice. But yeah, but the guy who's 8 on that list, team won.
There's no way in the world there's that.
There's not.
No.
LaMelo Ball is not better than those 7 dudes. I'm sorry.
He's not better than John Morant.
And by the way, we ain't even get to that part. John Morant was 15 on this list.
Wait. Who's 11 through 14?
Okay. 11 was Brandon Ingram. You taking him over LaMelo Ball?
Yeah, he's already an all-star
Thank you. Jaylen Brown
at
was
this point right now.
Yeah. Your guy, Jaylen Brown.
Oh yeah, Jaylen Brown. Yeah, most definitely.
I'm taking all these guys on the list. LaMelo Ball played 56 games.
Yeah. But I just want to keep going.
He's
Mark.
a baller, though.
Can I just keep going?
Yeah.
Jamal Murray's 13. Michael Porter Jr. is 14.
Wait, what?
Let me keep going. John Morant is 15.
Michael Porter's better than John Morant?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, Michael Porter Jr. is not better than John Morant.
He must be better than Trae Young, too. Because
Wait.
Trae Young is 16.
People in the NBA don't like Trae Young.
Mikal Bridges is 17. That is where we get to like the Sabonis.
Whoa.
Mikal Bridges.
They only think that Trae Young is a little bit better than Mikal Bridges.
Yeah. Domantas Sabonis 18.
Wait.
Wait. Dude that just went to the All-Star game?
Yes, the son of Arvydas Sabonis.
And the guy above him did not go to the All-Star game, right?
yeah.
All right, go ahead. Next question.
The guy who could be Rookie of the Year, Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is going to be oh my God, he's going to be a problem.
DeAndre Ayton 20. Tyrese Halliburton 21. He's nice, by the way.
Okay.
John Collins 22.
John Collins is 22?
Jared Allen 23. Lonzo 24. And then Colin Sexton was 25th.
This is what lists do. Lists is made to make people
By the way,
to talk about it.
For those who want to know who voted on this list, Bobby Marks, Kevin Pelton, Mike Schmitz, not Mike Schmidt, the former catcher from the Phillies, Mike Schmitz, the draft guy.
I don't know what that is.
Wait a second.
Or some
I just thought about something. What number was Anthony Edwards?
19.
They think that LaMelo Ball is that much better than Anthony Edwards?
The numbers say different. They're pretty much even, except for 3-pointers.
I mean,
They're practically even in every rookie category except for 3-pointers. LaMelo has that by landslide right now.
he's not a good 3-point shooter yet.
But he's in one heck of an athlete.
Oh,
Yeah, LaMelo Ball is high on that list. But
The people on this list must be been high when they were making it.
Yeah,
If you do this list maybe 2 or 3 years from now,
it may make more sense.
it'll make more sense.
Plenty of
maybe.
sense. Plenty of sense.
The players have to get rearranged, but I can see LaMelo being that high in 2 or 3 years. But right now, he's
I
a
don't
baller. He's having a great. Well, he was having a great rookie year. He's in his rookie year with.
He had an injury. He injured his wrist, I think.
But yeah, he's having he started. He had a great rookie year. He's finished his rookie year really great. And so I want to give a salute to him.
Look, LaMelo Ball is going to be special, but let's not get ridiculous with some of these.
Bruh.
I'm really my issue.
I'm peeping on all these all-stars that they say that he's better than. He did not go to an all-star game.
So
that makes no sense.
Well,
to me.
Devin Booker almost didn't go to an All-Star game either.
But he should have went to one. There's nobody saying that LaMelo Ball should have went to a all-star game.
I think we can. I think it's just the whole. Everyone has LaMelo fever because Jordan finally got a pick right.
No, he's balling.
No, yeah, I'm not saying he's whack.
I'm never not saying that. He's been pretty much rookie of the year besides Anthony Edwards. He's the only other person who I'll have in the rookie of the year campaign. But man, come on, dude.
James Wiseman showing up. Go ahead.
That's all. By shout out to my guy Kenzie, aka SoCal King. That's gonna make people not like LaMelo. ESPN always have some BS there. List holds no weight ever since Kobe was 12th on their list.
What you mean? He was 63 one year.
Yeah, don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Was that the year he came back from his Achilles?
No.
No.
List they didn't have him or D Wade in the top 5 or something.
Yeah, and that was off a healthy years.
But you also got to understand, man. Sometimes these lists aren't made to make sense. They're made to have these kind of conversations.
How about not have these conversations? Just use common sense, Mark.
Well, we can use common sense, but they don't have to. The people, yeah.
Sports for you, the show that makes common sense, ladies and gentlemen.
Common sense ain't too common.
You hear that? Listen to what Mark says. We're the show that makes common sense. We're the show that makes common sense. Common sense.
Yo. Yeah.
Okay, I have another question for you. And matter of fact, this is for everybody that's in the room right now.
All right.
Championship player? Would you rather be a Hall of Famer with no championships or a role player with a lot of championships?
I'd rather be a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
In a heartbeat.
B, what about you, B? I don't understand how this is even a conversation. Because I'm hearing this conversation like people who said they'd rather have, and I'm not going to say people's names, they'd rather have Robert Ory's career over Charles Barkley's.
Who said that, Robert Ory?
No.
Time out. Let me break this down for everybody. So, when was Robert Ory ever the third best player on any team he was on?
Alabama. He was number 1.
In the NBA?
Oh.
On any of those championship teams?
Let me think. Houston, Olajuwon, obviously Clyde.
Even before Clyde was there?
Kenny Smith?
Vernon Maxwell, yep.
Vernon Maxwell.
Sam Cassell?
Yeah. He was there for both.
He was a rookie the first one.
He was there for both of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vernon Maxwell was there for both rings.
That's what I'm saying. So
The original fighter fan. Was who better than Vernon Maxwell?
Robert Ory?
No.
Mad Max was
he for sure wasn't
he definitely wasn't a better defender than Vernon Maxwell.
nowhere close. Even look with the Spurs, he for sure wasn't on with the Lakers. He wasn't even the 4th best player. We ain't gonna even talk about that.
Next question, please.
Shaq was 1 and 1A. Kobe was 1A and 1B.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Fox, Fish.
He might have been better than Fisher.
He was more clutch than Fisher. Well, I don't know. I'll take that back. I don't know.
They both hit big shots.
I don't know. I don't know.
That,
Point four.
that point 4, yeah.
I don't know, but Fish played point guard, and I'm gonna always get a credit to point guard. So it was Fish.
Sounds like my quarterback was like.
It is.
Go ahead.
So
Quarterback should play point guard.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of point guards, y'all saw what the Bucks gave Drew Holiday?
I don't know why.
So Mark's was saying this way in the offseason. Why, if y'all were gonna give Drew Holiday a 4-year, $160 million extension, why didn't y'all just then call Washington and say how much for Bradley Beal?
Why didn't they just keep Malcolm Brogdon?
Good point. And Malcolm Brogdon didn't even cost that much. He cost $80 million.
It'd have been a whole lot cheaper.
They could have had a whole nother player up over there that was very good with that extra $80 million. 4 years, $80 million is what
What Brogdon got from the Pacers.
and they have not regretted that signing at all.
But Brogdon's a really good player.
He really is. If he's on the team that's like championship bound, you most definitely have somebody, yeah.
He's one of them players that you need.
Yep.
And
Every team needs a player like him.
Drew Holiday's a baller though. I like Drew Holiday. I don't know if he's 4 years, 160 million good.
Not
But
at this
he's,
point in his career.
I don't know.
He's a baller.
I'm not giving Drew Holiday, who's probably finna exit the prime of his career, $40 million a year.
Man.
And I'm gonna say, and Mark, you said this in the chat. I don't want to hear no complaining for small market teams no more.
Nope.
No way.
And explain why, Mark.
Because for you to give that money to, and again, no disrespect to Drew Holiday, but you giving that kind of money to Drew Holiday, it's not about the money. You have the same amount of money that these big market teams paying. You just choosing not to keep some of these players there. Oklahoma City could have kept all three of them players.
They really could have. They really could have.
It's just they just chose not to do it.
Yeah, but I digress. But what we know, we're just fans. I mean, you could have called us, what Mr. Wes Edings, that's the Bucks owner. You could have called us. We could have told you you didn't have to give Drew Holiday that much money.
Could have used that money to get James Harden.
Or you could just trade it for James Harden.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's small market teams. It's the same. It's like not trading Amari Stoudemire for J.J. Hickson. Imagine how LeBron's
But
career.
got Antoine Jameson. All right, go ahead. I'm still upset about that.
So speaking of, let's segue that to college basketball. A little brief, couple college basketball stories. Congratulations to the Baylor Bears.
Should have been UCLA.
Oh. By the way, we was watching that. I was watching that shot. Shout out to Will.
That's a rough way to end the game, boy.
That's another question. And I could speak on this because I have had this happen to my teams in championship games. Would you rather lose the way UCLA lost, or Nick? And I'm not taking a shot at SC. Would you ever lost the way SC lost?
I'd rather lose the way SC lost. I'm gonna be honest, because it's like the heartbreak behind a shot like that is, in the SC game. Don't get me wrong, you mad that you lost, but by at a certain point in the game, you're like, man, we ain't about. No matter what we do, we ain't about to win. You kind of get that when it gets towards the end, about the last 5 minutes of the game, you like, okay, this game is out. This game is out of hand. We're not about to win this. Don't get me wrong, both losses are bad. It looks better when you lose by 3 points compared to 30, the way USC lost.
Right.
But them heartbreak losses, those tend to weigh for a long time. I don't know. That's a cold way to lose.
I think I'd rather lose like how UCLA lost, because at least I know I can play with them. At least I know I can compete with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's change that.
At least I know that I can compete with them. I'm always going to be in the field of I want to compete. You know what I'm saying? If I know I can, you the bar of what the college basketball is. At least I know I'm here with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just get blew out and be like, well, we didn't have a chance anyway. That don't make no sense to me.
Well, I seem to be an expert in this guy.
In losing?
No, not losing, but having the teams that seem to lose in embarrassing fashion. I'm a Broncos fan.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
And anytime the Broncos wore orange in the Super Bowl, go figure. Shut up, Mark. Shut up, Mark. They lost by at least 3 touchdowns. And the last time we wore orange in the Super Bowl, which was against the Seahawks, we lost 43-8. Well, that was Peyton Manning at that time. But
I'm talking about the other 4 losses y'all had before that.
well, hey, it was 3. Don't give us an extra one, man. The 4th one was Peyton. Give us 3. Thank God for Terrell Davis.
Yeah, that's the same thing John Elway was saying.
Yeah, but what you think, B? Would y'all? I'm gonna ask y'all. Would y'all rather lose the way UCLA lost, or rather lose the way SC lost?
You rather lose by a grip?
Lose by one.
Mm.
For the same reason, it's like, what feeling would you rather feel, right? And this is a crazy analogy, but you suspected your girl's doing something, you thought she was doing something, you find out she's doing something, you're not that surprised.
Right.
Or there's not a doubt in your mind she loves you with all her heart, she's not doing nothing, and you find out she's messing with your best friend. Like, that hits you way harder.
That's pull the rug from under you.
Yeah.
So I'd rather understand by the third quarter that we're not going to win this game if we're not going to win it, right? I'm getting over it. By the end of the game, I'm halfway over it, right? Because I've been knew we wasn't going. But if my hopes are high and I come within 1 point within seconds, and my fate gets switched out from what it could have been,
Right. I hear that.
pain hit different.
That's what I'm saying. That heartbreak is
But
ridiculous.
see, my only thing is that
So
like
it's your pride if you get whooped, but it don't hurt. It's
like Bizzle said about it, he rather know about the third quarter. But what about the fourth quarter? What we doing in the fourth quarter? We just going out there going through the motions or what?
figuring out where y'all gonna eat at after the game.
Hey, because look, everybody's probably been when you play sports, everybody been in a situation where your team got dogged out before.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, when we got dogged out, I'm like, all right. Like you said, about third quarter, I'm pretty much know like we ain't about to come back and win this game. I'm over it already. Let's hurry up and get up out of here.
It was like this. When the Broncos got basically beat down by the Seahawks, we was at the homie Jamie house watching the game. And I was just basically like, I was already going through the motions because Peyton threw another interception to Malcolm Smith. I was like, you know what? Y'all can turn to something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can go watch Martin or something. We go watch Martin or something. But I go back to me and Mark are Tar Heel fans. And we go the Villanova game. Championship.
Oh,
That was like, man, that was a punch in the gut, man. Because you think about, I think that one hurts more because Marcus Page made like a ridiculous shot.
He probably made a shot he shouldn't have made.
Yes. But then
yeah, for real.
And then here comes Villanova with Archie Denaka going coast to coast, and then Chris Jenkins, the white boy from Villanova.
Oh,
And Chris Jenkins is trailing, and he just shoots he gets a wide open three and nails it at the buzzer. But then, as a Lakers fan, I've benefited from it from when Derek Fisher's point four, because the play before Tim Duncan made some
a shot he should have. A
Yeah,
shot he should have made.
I don't know how he made that
Shaq
shot.
was basically eyes in the face, and did not blind saw. It was like basically like Cedric Ceballos in the dunk contest. Even though some people think he could see under the blindfold, but I probably want to lose. I don't know. I think I'm
I feel like it's anger versus hurt.
exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
'Cause I've been to games.
Yeah.
I've been at the Warriors game, watching all this stuff, and I'm like, and they losing, and it's not gonna be a good game. Like I can tell, and I'm mad. Like, man, shots ain't dropping.
Right.
But the times when it was like in the playoffs, I remember they was playing the Rockets. I forgot which game, but to have them so close and lose and be standing there like,
Yeah.
dang, what
Yeah.
just happened? We
That's
was
a-
that close.
that's a-
the series would have been over.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like, I don't like that feeling. I take
Yeah.
over the sad feeling.
Yeah. I feel it.
I feel what Bizzle was saying. You know what you're saying? Because I just think that's just a tough. That's tough, man. My boy.
I mean, as a Bills fan, I had it all. I seen when we lost I seen when he missed the field goal and lost, and I seen we got blew out in the Super Bowl.
my boy SoCal brought up said, don't bring up the heartbreak, John, because he don't bring up that heartbreak. I was like, he still hates Villanova. That's a Tar Heel. He still hates Villanova. He had rather blow us, and because we also had Robert Horry hit the shot against the Kings. So, like, yeah, I've seen the benefits. I've seen the benefits from it.
When you're on the good side, that mess is great.
Yeah.
But when you're on the losing side, man, you might not want to eat the next
What?
day.
Oh.
Man.
Might not want to eat dinner that night. Pause.
No. I just like the thought of always giving myself a chance.
I'm glad you finished that statement. Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to talk about another serious topic because we're going to get into some baseball conversation. We talked briefly about last week about the situation where with Georgia, the new voter laws, and people were suggesting MLB should move the All-Star game out of Georgia. And we had a real good conversation about how MLB has never been progressive. It's obviously there's only 8% of their players who are African or black. Majority of the color are you Dominican or Cuban. But and Friday the news breaks that Atlanta's been the All-Star game's been taken from Atlanta, and now it's going to be in Colorado at Coors Field where the Rockies play. I was shocked because I didn't think MLB would do it, but I got to give props to Tony Clark, who's a black man, who's the union director for the Players Association. And now you got people saying, now in the Republicans, and we're not going to get political because we don't do that here on Sports for You. But you had the governor of Texas. He was supposed to throw out the first pitch at the Rangers game. And by the way, that was a mess. Did y'all see that?
Oh, what happened?
The Ranger Stadium?
Oh, no, what happened?
They was at full capacity for opening day.
I saw that picture, yeah. And it was people there with no mask.
They was at full capacity at the Texas Rangers opening day.
Everybody.
That's exactly what they saying too.
Everybody got vaccinated out there.
Yeah,
I hope. I hope. But the governor for Texas, the governor for Texas was supposed to throw out the first. He was supposed to throw out the first pitch, but then when he found out that Rob Manfred removed the All-Star game from Atlanta, he stood in solidarity with the laws in Georgia, saying he wasn't throwing out the first pitch. And I'm like, well, they can find somebody else. I don't think they was losing sleep, but I gotta say, MLB, I'm proud of MLB. They're actually being more progressive than the NFL for once. They usually rock. For once.
They usually hand in hand.
That's where I was getting to. They usually lock and step.
Aggressive.
They usually are lock and step on the same page because both of their audiences are more conservative, older white people. They don't really count us young blacks who pretty much make up the majority of the fan bases. They really did the numbers and the stats. But it was a good moment. I had no problem with it. Mark, I bring this to you first because you are a Braves fan. That was your team that was going to be hosting.
I don't have a problem with it.
I didn't either. Nick?
no problem with it at all.
What you think, B? We had this conversation last week. Were you shocked that the MLB made?
Yeah, I was surprised. I said last week.
It's baseball.
I was like, it's baseball.
It's baseball.
They don't care about, us. I was wrong. So what was their exact reason for doing it?
Because they support they support having your right to vote. They're against voter suppression.
Voter suppression by way of what? You need an ID?
If you want to, matter of fact, if you want me, I can pull up the statement from Rob Manfred and tell you exactly what he said, Biz. But it was something that it didn't go into the details of ID, but they felt like they took this serious to the point where they want people they take voting serious. They believe in having your right to vote. Now, I saw this the other day where someone was questioning because Rob Manfred, he has a membership at Augusta where they play the Masters in Georgia, the golf. Mm-hmm. They play the Masters at Augusta, the golf course out there, which is going on right now. So, and they was asking, so are you gonna cancel your membership to Augusta now that you done removed the All-Star game from Georgia, which I don't think is just two separate arguments. Rob Manfred's representing the league, but him as a person, if he wants to go to Georgia, I really don't care. You can go to Georgia, Alaska, wherever you want to play golf. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But you represent a league and you represent and that is union and collectively bargain. You have some people you had to answer to, not just those 30 owners. Because the MLB union, people forget to bring this up. That's probably the most powerful union in sports. Is baseball.
Best union in the world.
Look at the money these dudes get. Look what Mookie Betts. Look what Francisco Lindor just got last week. 10 years, $341 million. Mookie Betts, Mike Trout. Those are the three highest paid players in baseball. But I think they're just saying. It was kind of like, they just saying, we support people having their right to vote. It wasn't like, something like we agree with voter suppression. Like, we agree you need to have an ID and this and that. They didn't go into the whole nuances of the situation. But, they pretty much, agreed that people should have their right to vote, and that's pretty much it. So, So it's saying like this. So it's like this. Over the week, we engaged in thoughtful conversations with clubs, former and current players, the Players Association, and the Players Alliance, which is like for players, black players, whatever, among others, to listen to their views. I have decided that the best way to demonstrate our values as a sport is by relocating this year's All-Star Game and MLB draft. The draft was supposed to be in Atlanta too.
Oh, damn.
Major League Baseball fundamentally supports voting rights for all Americans and opposes restrictions to the ballot box. In 2020, MLB became the first professional sports league to join the nonpartisan Civic Alliance to help build a future in which everyone participates in shaping the United States. We proudly use our platform to encourage baseball fans and committees throughout our community to perform their civic duty and actively participate in the voting process. Fair access to voting continues to have our game's unwavering support. We will continue the plan to celebrate the memory of Hank Aaron during this season's All-Star festivities. In addition, MLB planned investments to support local communities in Atlanta as part of our All-Star Legacy projects will move forward. We are finalizing a new host city, and details of these events will be announced shortly. And they announced yesterday it's going to be Colorado. So they're still also going to kick back those businesses who are going to take a boom with the All-Star game being there, for the 3 days they was going to be there in July. So that's good. That's good on that part. That those businesses are not going to suffer. But he's just basically saying they felt like.
My question is, how are they suppressing the vote? So you can put me up on it because what I've heard, right? I haven't studied all
Right. Right.
Is that they pretty much want you to have an ID to vote, and I'm like,
It's pretty much that. That's pretty much what it is.
so to me, that looks like cap. So you gonna move the game, and then when I buy tickets to your game, and I want to go get my tickets at will call, I gotta show you an ID,
Pretty much.
and that's not half as important as voting.
Right.
So I should be able to do that without an ID. But to show up to your game, I saw the same thing. You know, I don't know if it was Delta Airlines. We stand with you. I
Yeah.
can't board your plane without no ID.
That was the same. Yeah, it was Delta Airlines.
It be capped to me, man. When they do some of that stuff, I'll be questioning some of the motives because they don't really be with that 100% of the time.
Oh, 100%. And we've had plenty of discussions about it throughout since Sports View's been taping.
That's we've probably had conversations like that on No Rules too. That's conversation is deeper than just baseball moving this, because like you said, yeah, they doing it for what's popular now. But how do you really feel about it? Like when it goes deeper than this, do you really care about what you trying to stand for? Or are you just doing it now because the time we in? And I think NFL and baseball is the same way.
Yeah.
That's why I say they hand in hand with each other. And they both got their NFL knows that no matter what they do, we're going to watch.
Right.
Yep.
MLB knows that whatever they're going to do, their fan base is going to watch, and it's making them billions of dollars every year.
Because
It don't matter.
their fan base is like NFL. They're old people.
I said the good old boys.
Well, the young people keep watching football.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. There's more people around our age who watch the NFL, but they don't count that. But I digress. But let's talk some little MLB. Let's talk some baseball, Ben, ready? Because we haven't talked about it. Opening day was last week, and now fans are getting back into the stadiums. We just talked about Lindor getting the bag, but opening day, my Dodgers are now 5-2. How your Braves looking, Mark?
Bad. Anyway, go ahead.
Nick, how you and Ben's Angels looking, man?
Not looking too bad. It looks better than it usually has.
We started off 0-4.
Do you think there's a hangover from the NLCS?
Of course.
Yeah,
course.
it's most definitely
Of course.
that.
And I also think that because they got that far, it's that switch that we can just turn on. I mean, they've won 3 in a row, I believe. I think they won yesterday.
Speaking of the Angels, we tied up with the Blue Jays right now at the bottom of the ninth, 5-5.
Yeah, Mike Trout home run still haven't landed.
By the way, opening day tomorrow for the Dodgers National, and it's against the Nationals, the last team that won a game in Dodger Stadium with fans in it.
Hey, are the fans?
Yes, we will have fans at Dodger Stadium starting tomorrow.
Are those tickets more expensive than they normally would be?
Probably because it's limited right now. I think they're at 20%. I
want to
It don't matter.
I want to get my pops some tickets to that.
The fan base still gonna buy them. It don't
Oh
matter.
yeah, it's gonna. what they did for opening day, they did a raffle for the season ticket holders first. Now I think you more likely get better shot getting tickets now after the first series this weekend. Now when they play the Rockies, they start a series with the Rockies on Tuesday. You probably have a better chance of that. All right, gentlemen, let's play some little MLB Last Man Standing for the start the season. MLB released its top jersey sales as of right now. Mm-hmm. So I want you guys. I have the top 20. But I want you guys to give me the top 10 before we get to the 3 strikes you're out rule.
I'm about to say no.
You said Trout. He's number 10.
Mookie Betts.
Number 1.
That's what I'm about to say.
I knew he was gonna be number 1.
Number 1.
Aaron, go ahead.
Who? Kershaw. He's number 5.
Aaron Judge.
Eric Harris. That's called pistol crazy. Aaron Judge is number 6. So far, y'all doing good. Y'all haven't got no strikes yet. You so far, y'all got Mookie Betts 1. You got Kershaw 5.
Who?
You got
Your fan.
Come on, dude.
Come on now.
Holly buried him by it.
Why you go there? So far, y'all got 1, which is Mookie Betts. Y'all got 5 Kershaw, 6 Aaron Judge, and 10 Mike Trout. So y'all need 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9. That's strike 1.
What's old boy from
Acuna.
Yeah, your boy.
Matata?
Number 7, Ronald Acuna Jr. Mm-hmm. Who's you gonna say, Nick?
I'm gonna ask what old boy from what you call it name was from the Braves.
I just said it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he's number 7.
He's number 7.
Now say his name one more time.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Not Acuna.
Not Acuna Matata. Ronald Acuna Jr.
I ain't gonna even say what I thought you said at first.
Just think popular players. That's all you gotta do. It's not.
We did.
That's the MLB's fault. We just finished talking about that last week.
Nobody knows they popular players.
But I'm saying, there's one player on. I'm shocked y'all haven't said yet. No, he's white.
Well,
I
settled that.
Babe Ruth.
He was black,
He didn't exist.
just like Will Chamberlain.
Yeah, no, he was a made up. He was a creative player.
Come on, just throw some in. Y'all ain't got 1 strike, so y'all doing good.
I feel like I'm missing somebody from the Yankees.
Well, yeah, but you're not, because that person's not in the top 10.
Oh, okay.
He's retired. He's retired already.
Randy Johnson.
He's definitely retired. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Randy's what?
He's in. Don't say his nickname either.
Nope.
Oh man, yeah.
By the way, you know it's the anniversary from when he threw that pitch that killed that bird. Did you see that? Sports Center. So
Your fan.
no, for real. It was a spring training game. He threw like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and a bird was flying across the field.
A whole kilo?
No, not a kilo.
Hey, not that bird.
A pigeon. A pigeon. Not those birds.
That wasn't a pigeon. That was a pigeon. I thought that was like a seagull.
No, it was a pig.
It was something.
It was white feathers everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
That was crazy.
Who's the other 3?
All right. So but y'all did good. You only had to have 1 strike. Number 2 was Cody Bellinger.
How the hell I forget Cody Bellinger?
Number 3 is Fernando Tatis Jr.
That jersey ugly.
Super.
I'm shocked y'all didn't get this one. Number 4 was Bryce Harper.
I forgot all about Bryce Harper.
Numbers, y'all got 6. Number 8 was the guy I just mentioned him, Francisco Lindor.
Okay.
Y'all wouldn't have got number 9. That's Kike
Number
Who was that?
Kike Hernandez.
from the Dodgers. Now he's with Boston.
Okay. I know you're talking about now.
So then the 11 through 20 in this order: Nolan Arenado.
Who?
From the Rockies. Now he plays for St. Louis.
Uh-huh.
Javi Baez, Corey Seager. You probably thinking about Garrett Cole, right? He's 14. Yadi Molina, Christian Yelich, your boy Freddie Freeman, DeGrom, Altuve,
Degrassi?
Jacob DeGrom,
Oh.
not Drake.
Drake?
Altuve, bleep the Angels. I mean the Astros. That was a mistake. Astros. And then Pete Alonso round out number 20.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, baseball got to do better.
but
lot better.
Mookie Betts is number 1.
Yeah, I figured that.
By the way, my boy SoCal King said, by the way, no rules is dope. I caught the last part of it last night. So shout out.
Good looking. Appreciate that.
Yeah, so shout out. I got SoCal King who follows me on the Showtime forum. site as well. Let's move into what we gonna move into now.
Hey, before you continue, hey, how much money did Dennis Schroeder said he wanted?
Save that.
No, I was asking.
4 years, $84 million. Well, no. That's what the Lakers offered.
And what did he want? He wanted a $100 million contract, right?
Yeah.
He got 14 assists.
How many?
Six rebounds.
How many points you got?
8. 1 for 11.
All right, on to the NFL. Let's go. Let's talk some NFL, gentlemen.
Y'all down by 9.
Yeah,
19.
No, 9.
How many minutes
It's 11 now.
How many minutes left?
48 seconds.
Well, we lost. But we had no LeBron, no AD, no Kuzma. THT got suspended, and then Caruso.
Who was playing for the Lakers? Me?
Probably the
look,
South Bay Lakers.
Morris, Drummond, Schroeder.
What Drummond do?
He got 13 points, 11 rebounds.
Typical. Yeah, but they'll go up more when LeBron gets back.
KCP was the man of the night. He had 25.
Of course, you have your best game when we're losing.
10 for 18.
Somebody got to score. But go ahead. What's the NFL?
All right, man. So last week it was announced the NFL has added a 17th game to the schedule. So now there are going to be 18 games on the schedule, and teams are going to be playing 17 games, no extra bye. That pushes the Super Bowl back a week. So Super Bowl usually would be like the first weekend in February. It's now the second weekend in February. So basically, you go from Super Bowl second weekend in February, All-Star weekend in the NBA third weekend in February.
So it's going to be in the same weekend now?
No.
They're going to be a weekend apart. Especially it was 2 weeks
about to
apart.
say, bro.
Sounds like a party month to me.
A what?
Party month.
Oh.
By the way, All-Star
Man.
Super Bowl's here in LA. Super Bowl in LA next year. All-Star games in Cleveland. Just thank God they weren't in the same. Yes,
Cleveland?
Yeah, All-Star game is going to be in Cleveland. That is Cleveland next year, Utah the year after that, and I think they're going to go back to either – I think they're going to give the All-Star game back to Indiana since they weren't able to go there this year. Or they might – or like I said, every 7 years the All-Star game always ends up in L.A. So
That'd have been dope if the All-Star game was out here.
Yeah, it should have been.
My response to that had to be on no rules.
what, the All-Star game?
If the All-Star game was out here in the Super Bowl,
Oh, my God.
we'd have to go on no rules for my response to that.
No, man.
Thursday.
Thank God
Tuesday.
thank God it didn't happen on – it wasn't Vegas. Because Vegas – we know Vegas finna get a Super Bowl. What if they get another All-Star game?
Say that for no rules.
STDs everywhere.
Ah.
You get one. You get one. You get one.
So there was a trade the other day, gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
So Sam Darnold has a new home. It's in North Carolina, Charlotte to be exact.
North Kakalaka.
He's now a Carolina Panther.
Hey,
That was smart.
I read a meme that said after 8 years, he's finally made it to the NFL.
That is foul. Dang.
I mean, he is on a real team now.
I mean, the Jet slander is just real.
I mean,
Well, I don't care about we can
they brought it upon
we can
themselves.
slander the Jets all the time.
Yeah, the Jets stink. And now they're gonna have, and they are gonna have the number 2 pick, and there's
Just in the season.
I mean, they added some weapons over there. What I mean,
To who?
I'm talking about Carolina.
Oh yeah. Or at least they didn't sign a punter.
By the way, y'all didn't make a signing the other day. Y'all signed Forrest Lamp from the Chargers.
Forrest Gump Jr.
Man, come on, Mark, man, come on, get the brother a chance. Hey, Forrest Lamp, you don't like Forrest Lamp?
I don't think the Chargers like Forrest Lamp.
So what we doing in the NFL? Are we talking about the trade?
So this trade. So what do y'all make? How do y'all feel? Does this help? Do you think Sam Darnold will benefit now because he's in a stable organization? Because obviously Carolina, they got new ownership now, so now they're trying to move in the right direction. Matt Rule's the new coach, and they think a lot of people think that Matt Rule tried to recruit Sam Darnold when he was in high school. Made her play. I think he was at Temple at the time when he was coaching. This was before he went to Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they try to see. Yeah, they kind of have that familiarity cut from the recruiting process. What do y'all think this means for Sam Darnold's career? Do we finally get to see the Sam Darnold we was hoping?
I think at this point he finally gets a chance to I mean, the thing about Sam Darnold is that everybody knew when he was drafted that even though Baker was the man, he was the quarterback that had the highest upside at that point. And, people were just saying they didn't think he won't get that chance to hit that potential because he's with a terrible organization with the Jets. And let's be honest, they haven't done the best job of bringing talent up over there around him. They've had horrible coaches. I mean, they trusted Adam Gase last year. That shows you how much they believe in their quarterback and making him better. So it just, I don't know. Him moving over, that trade he'll get a lot more respect, in my opinion.
Let's just start off by saying the Jets stand for just in the season. Wow. I think Sam Darnold is a good quarterback. They said his best weapon he ever had was Robbie Anderson.
And he's over there in Carolina right now.
And Robbie Anderson's probably gonna be the third option.
Yeah, because they still have is Curtis Samuel still over there?
They got another receiver and they got a
DJ Moore.
And then they got McCaffrey.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying, like he now has weapons. I think it's just going if he can really show how good of a quarterback he is. If he's really the quarterback that I'm put the onus on me that I think he is, then there's gonna be a time to show it.
Well, yeah, most definitely. I agree because even when he was getting drafted, I'm like, man, when I seen the Jets at draft, I'm like, man, this dude don't stand a chance. The Jets, they're one of those teams where when it comes to quarterback, they don't know what to do, and it's been universal throughout their whole career.
Just crazy. The best quarter they haven't had a good quarterback since Joe Namath.
And Joe Namath wasn't that good. He's in the Hall of Fame because he said they were going to win that game and they were underdogs. If I would have said that and they would have won, I would have been a legend too in the Hall of Fame.
There's a couple of quarterbacks that I think it's not as good as what everybody said they are. But we can talk about that later on.
We could definitely have that conversation because I believe it's Brett Favre. Go ahead.
Oh wow! So this now shakes things up with the draft.
All right, Bizzle.
Shout out to Bizzle. The talk is now, what does it mean for teams who are drafting quarterbacks? Go to a couple mock drafts now. The 49ers, it seems like the draft is going to start at pick number 4 because everyone believes the top 3 picks are pretty much locked in. We believe Jacksonville is going to take Trevor Lawrence. We now know the Jets are going to definitely take Zach Wilson. But it sounds like everything you're hearing is that the 49ers are going to take Mac Jones.
Who?
Mac Jones. Mac Jones, Roll Tide. Fall Nation all day.
Yo, I cannot look.
He did.
He really did. Yeah, you might have to leave.
By the way, I ask people that. Do you really have to say that every time you in Alabama? When I was in Alabama for my stephouse funeral, that's all I heard was Roll Tide or War Eagle. I'm like, man, do y'all have to finish every sentence like that?
They ain't got nothing else going on up over there. Ain't no professional team over there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Alabama's a professional team.
Yeah,
they for sure can beat the Jets.
Wow, there we go again. But Mac Jones, I got Peter.
No, don't make that statement.
I got Peter Schrager's mock draft here from NFL.com.
Who?
Hey, stop it. Hey, stop it, man. Yeah. He has Mac Jones going 3 to the Niners. He has the Patriots trading up at 4 with the Falcons to get Justin Fields, who's having another pro day. He has Jamar Chase going 5 to the Bengals. Y'all remember the episode when Martin hired Cole to be his assistant, and then Charles Barkley at the end, and he had him with the 4 words, unemployment. Mm-hmm. Cincinnati Bengals. I have 5 words for you when it comes to the draft. Offensive linemen.
That's
Yeah.
not fun.
If I see it, I get Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow have this chemistry from LSU. Mm-hmm. And granted, he was actually the better receiver than Justin Jefferson, and we saw what Justin Jefferson did in Minnesota.
It'd be like that.
You don't draft look. I get it. He's a good player, but man, protect your investment. Go get a lineman.
And what's his name? Panay Sewell?
Yes.
He is guaranteed to be like a Pro Bowl type of lineman. There's no reason in the world that you should pass this guy up. That would be like, you remember when the Cowboys drafted Zach Martin and they were going to draft Johnny Manziel at first, and then Stephen Jones was like, "Dad, don't be an idiot."
By the way, Jerry, according to Jerry, he's infatuated with a player in this draft. We're gonna get to that in a minute.
What, are you going to draft another wide receiver?
And well, you got the side of the field right, but it's not exactly receiver. He has Rashawn Slater going 6 to the Dolphins. He has the Cardinals trading up to 7 and taking Kyle Pitts.
Whoa.
So Kyle Pitts with DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, maybe Larry Fitzgerald.
He's coming back for sure. He'll be playing.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk, and obviously I don't know who their running back is. The Kenyon Drake's going.
Doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. But
I was about to say Kingsbury doesn't run the ball anyway, so it don't matter.
But dang, if they trade up to get Kyle Pitts,
Man, they will be a very, very, very dangerous offense and still be number 3 in their division. But go ahead.
crazy is he has Penei Sewell falling to 8 to Carolina. And now I'm saying this with Peter Schrager's mock drafts, which I'm like, he's not doing this based off film and when he tells the team they need to draft. He's talking to the connections in his phone on who he's hearing these teams are liking. He has my Broncos taking Trey Lance. He has Patrick Surtain Jr. going to the Cowboys. By the way, we talked about that last week. All these players,
Man, ain't that crazy?
all these players who we grew up watching, their sons are in the NFL. Because you have Patrick Surtain's son going in the NFL, Joe Horn's son going in the NFL.
Asante Samuel Jr.
Yes, that's who I was thinking about. By the way, he's projected to go in the second round.
Wow.
B, they have Chargers taking Christian Darrisaw, the offensive tackle from Virginia Tech.
Offensive line help.
And Mark,
Uh-oh.
speaking of Asante Samuel, he had Bills taking Asante Samuel at number 30.
What they got to say?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He don't care about the Raiders. That's
Man, at all.
crazy.
They have y'all taking Greg Newsome the second. Didn't he play in the NFL?
Yep.
His son, God dang, his son's a cornerback for Northwestern.
Raiders. Stop drafting corners. You have plenty to get in free agency. No.
Buffalo. Draft a corner. Because Levi Wallace ain't hitting it.
That's the guy y'all need to draft.
No,
By
we
the way-
don't. We should draft Najee Harris.
By the way, Mark, was you upset with the news I told you last night about AJ Bouye? He's going to Carolina.
He was the one more. I was the one that was upset.
Daniel Jeremiah, his mock. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson. But okay, I'm not gonna start every mock draft recap at number 4 now. We pretty much know what 1, 2, and 3 is. And by the way, do y'all agree with the fact that there's some people saying that Shanahan wants Mac Jones, but John Lynch doesn't? He wants either Justin Fields or Trey Lance. So that's why they're going to Justin Fields' second pro day next week.
Mac Jones will be drafted by San Francisco.
And I'm telling people, Josh Will, I'm sorry, man. Y'all getting Mac Jones. So he has Trey Lance going 4 to Atlanta. Kyle Pitts going 5 to Cincinnati.
That's not bad, man. I understand what y'all saying, but they got the rest of the draft to draft offensive linemen.
Jamar Chase to the Dolphins. Justin Fields to the Lions. Why would you do that to that kid? Carolina getting Rashawn Slater. He has us taking Penei Sewell at 9. Now, I'm trying to figure out.
You ready, Garrett Bowles?
We just signed Gary Bowles to a new contract. Come on, DJ.
So what are you gonna do? Go to right tackle?
We're getting Juwan James back next season. That don't make no sense to me. Unless you trading Juwan James, are you gonna have? We just signed Graham Glasnow from Detroit to be right guard. Lloyd Cushenberry, the center from LSU, he was actually our best rookie last year, to be honest. And then we got Dalton Reisner, who we took out of K-State the year before, who's been a good left guard. So I don't know why we would take a lineman, but I digress.
You know, we did offensive line.
Right.
Got rid of everybody.
He has
Trash.
J.C. Horn going to Beast Chargers, son of Joe Horn. He has y'all taking again the kid from the linebacker for Notre Dame, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
So
And then he has the Bills taking Joe Trinan, the edge rusher from UW.
I'm not mad at that. We need an edge rusher. We need a linebacker. We need a cornerback.
Y'all need defense.
We need defense, and we need to draft Najee Harris.
Speaking of drafts, I was watching NFL's Fantasy Live the other day, and they already got the mock drafts out for the fantasy football season.
I don't even want to look at that yet.
I refuse to. Even if I had the first pick, I would not draft Christian McCaffrey.
That's crazy. That's who they have going number 1.
I know.
So this is the way,
refuse.
and this is the way too early mock draft. 'Cause, you know, this can change after the NFL draft happens.
They will.
So he have Christian McCaffrey 1, Dalvin Cook 2, Saquon 3, Jonathan Taylor from the Colts, he's 4.
Yeah, because they're gonna run the ball a lot.
Yeah, that's probably a move Mark would get Travis Kelce 5. He just do that just out of spite because I've been wanting to get Mahomes of Kelce on my fantasy team the last 2 years.
I'm getting both of them this year.
And then Derrick Henry
Very
6, Kamara 7, Austin Eckler 8.
If y'all got to come to my house to do the draft, I'm getting the first pick. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care who really get it. I'm getting it.
Well, I had the first pick last year,
Yeah,
and it didn't benefit me.
Who'd you get?
I took McCaffrey.
I had the last pick and it didn't help me at all. At all.
Shout out to Josh.
Yeah, Josh won that. But yeah, the draft obviously is officially 3 weeks from today. From by this time, we will pretty much be almost done with round 1. Now, here's a mock draft that interests me. Adam Rank, who does fantasy football for NFL.com, he has a mock draft, but his twist is what every team should do. Obviously, like I said, we started age draft at number 4 because we know 3. He thinks the Falcons should take Kyle Pitts to pair him with Julio.
I only have one problem with that.
Julio will be gone soon.
Not even just that. They don't have Kyle Shanahan calling the plays no more, so it's not gonna work.
Good point.
I mean, look at what happened with Austin Hooper after Kyle Shanahan got
hopefully
out of there.
Well, Arthur Smith's going to be calling the plays from, of course, now the new head coach from
Who?
Arthur Smith, the quarterback.
The
The OC from the Titans. He's the head coach.
I thought you meant the owner was calling the play.
No, not Arthur Blank.
Bro,
I'm like, what?
I'm about to say, fam.
Not Arthur
Thought he was
Blank.
Al Davis.
No, not Arthur Blank.
You called him a wink?
No, Arthur Blank.
Oh.
Don't ask me how he got that last name either.
Whoa.
But you owner of Home Depot, founded Home Depot.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, he says the Bengals should take Penei Sewell. Listen to the man; he's telling the truth.
I'm not mad if they do, but I'm saying you need some weapons. They need some weapons.
T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe
Jamar
Mixon.
Chase better than all of them.
He's at a point. Yeah, you're right. You're kind of right. Yeah.
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
You're basically saying don't draft for need.
No. I'm if they draft offensive linemen, that's good for them.
Right.
But as I'm also looking at it from a quarterback point of view,
Who's that starting tight end right now?
I don't even know.
nobody.
Yeah. Well, it's the Bengals. I'm gonna look it up right now. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
It's Tyler Eifert's in Jacksonville, I think.
Yeah.
I said Jamar Chase 6, Justin Fields to the Lions. Why are people doing this to this kid, putting him in Detroit? Trey Lance going 8 to Carolina. He thinks my Broncos should take Patrick Surtain. I likes that.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks the Cowboys should take Rashawn Slater. He thinks Ben's Chargers should take Greg Rousseau, the edge rusher from the U. He thinks y'all should draft Micah Parsons.
Hold on before you can. Wait, what?
He thinks y'all should draft Micah Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals are going to draft Kyle Pitts because they have Drew Sample and C.J. Uzomah as their tight ends.
Who?
Exactly. C.J. Uzomah is
Is he related to Houshmandzadeh?
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
T.J. Husman's out a little cousin, probably.
probably. He's one of those guys where you play Madden in franchise mode. He's one of the guys you make sure he's your backup.
Nah, he's one of the guys I cut so I can sign somebody else.
Out. He said your Bills should draft Travis Etienne.
Didn't I say that at the beginning?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at one of them running backs coming out of college, man.
Oladipo got hurt.
Oladipo got hurt.
Again?
He hurt his knee against the Lakers in the fourth quarter.
Oh, boy.
Should have been playing for the Lakers.
Yeah, pretty much.
My boy, so I'm looking in the message board. Marquise Moore's got ejected. Who he swing on now, man?
What happened?
My boy SoCal said that Marquise Moore's got ejected. I'm like, dang, who you trying to fight this time?
Jimmy Butler.
He says that he hopes that y'all wrap
Beat up bad.
Forrest Lamp in the bubble wrap because he's injured. He always stays injured.
Who?
Forrest Lamp.
Oh yeah. He's trash.
He's not gonna make the team.
No, he's about it there.
Is Darnold better than Bridgewater?
Yes. He's way better than Teddy Bridgewater.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
He always has been.
He just Teddy Bridgewater is just more consistent because he's been in more stable organizations. Tell me a stable organization Teddy Bridgewater hasn't been in. Minnesota with Zimmer, New Orleans with Sean Payton, now Carolina with Matt Rule.
Yeah.
He was with the Jets for like 2 seconds, and that was only because they drafted Sam Darnold and Adam Gase gave Sam Darnold the job week 1, so they traded him to New Orleans.
You got to settle that question right there, didn't he? He just lost his job to the man twice.
But who was the coach?
Adam Gase.
I'm not putting nothing behind him.
He was high. He was high.
Wait.
He was high too.
Yeah.
Adam Gase wasn't there during that time, was he?
Yes, he was. Adam Gase was he there when they drafted Darnold?
That was Adam Gase that was there.
Adam Gase was there. They had Todd Bowles the first year. Then it was Adam Gase last year. I mean, the last 2 years.
Sam Darnold been there longer than 2 years.
I know this is 4th year.
So that was Todd Bowles that drafted him.
Yes,
Okay. I thought you said that.
it was Todd Bowles and McCagnon who drafted.
Oh, okay. I
Sam
thought
Darnold.
you had said Adam. I might say, wait, Adam Gates wasn't there during that time.
No,
Sam-
he said Adam Gates traded him.
Oh yeah, he crazy.
Todd Bowles and McCagnon drafted Sam Darnold. They fired McCagnon and Todd Bowles. They brought in Joe Douglas. He had no ties to Darnold. And he says that the Chargers need to trade up for Kyle Pitts. Of course, the Chargers fan would say that.
They should. They already had a tight end. They let him
But
leave.
yeah. Why y'all trading up for Kyle Pitts? We had Hunter Henry. Could have just resigned him.
Pretty much.
I digress. What do I know? I just play you guys twice a year. Chargers. These guys. So
Bengals need weapons,
Yeah. I kind of have to agree.
and I'm not too sure. I'm not so easily gonna say Sam Darnold better than Teddy Bridgewater.
I will, because he has more. I think his upside is better than Teddy Bridgewater, definitely, because Teddy Bridgewater is limited.
I get that. I think again 3-4 years down the road, yes, Sam Darnold. But if we asking today, I'm not sure Darnold's better than Bridgewater like that.
All right. Well, let's go on and move on. We only got 2 more segments left on this show. And this next segment is going to be real heavy because obviously it's time for calling out names. So as we always say when we get in this segment, it's always imitated, never duplicated. You know, you got people who say smart things, you got people who say dumb things. And we'll have a couple audio. We'll have an audio clip that you're going to play on my calling out names being ready that I sent. I'll send it to, I sent in the group and I'll send it to you, and I'll send it to the podcast number 2. But I'll give you the cue when to play it. So let's go ahead and get started with the segment that is my man Dolly's favorite segment of the show. Shout out to Dolly. He's back from his 10-day contract with the Timberwolves. It's time for calling out names. And I know we got a question. So I'm gonna lead this thing off. I'm gonna lead this off, and I start off with Mr. Clay Travis. Oh my, poor Offset. What are you thinking? Clay Travis. This guy. We was talking about the MLB, moving the All-Star game out of Atlanta because of the voter bill. Here comes Trey Travis trying to compare this to Donald Sterling, saying is the ML. In fact, I'll find you on the stupid tweet that Clay Travis said about MLB because
Clay Travis is, oh my Lord.
let me say this.
It was annoying.
I try not to claim him because he obviously went to Tennessee. He's one of them dudes that I just don't. I don't F with because he's ultra conservative. So this is the question. So now this was the tweet. New York, where MLB is headquartered, has far more restrictive voting laws than Georgia. So when will MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred removing the MLB offices out of New York? Let me give Mr. Travis, you're missing the point. This isn't about. If the All-Star game was in New York, I guarantee they probably would have did the same thing. They're not moving the MLB offices out of New York just because of voter laws. They're basically telling Georgia, look, we want to do business there, but you guys have to have some type. Y'all have to compromise with some things. I saw that too. So let me be clear. So with Clay Travis, this has nothing to do with the MLB about New York or Georgia. This having to do with the way we're treating minorities when it comes to voting. And shout out to Tony Clark again
For sure.
for stepping up to the plate, making sure and being very progressive and making sure that this got done. I'm gonna call out Bart Scott and Alan Hahn from ESPN Radio. We all know Bart Scott used to play for the Jets.
And the Ravens. Garbage,
Yeah.
man.
So let me say this about. So I don't know if y'all saw over the weekend, the official trailer was released for the new Space Jam movie with LeBron.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He's going there.
So Bart Scott, by the way, he put a disclaimer. He's a Pistons fan. So I know where this anger came from, but we all know Mark Scott likes to.
Are you kidding me?
He likes to say, flap, talk off the side of his neck anyway. But he basically saying that, and Allen's saying this, that LeBron needs to have some type of homage to the first Space Jam. Basically, have a cameo from Jordan, because it seems like you're trying to erase Jeffrey from the movie by calling it Space Jam: The New Legacy. Have some of the old guys in there who they became the monster. First of all, this isn't a sequel. This is a remake. So the Toon Squad is now the Goon Squad. Shout out to AD. Shout out to Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, Diana Taurasi, Nneka Ogwumike. That's the Goon Squad.
Why? If he's a Piston fan, why does he hate LeBron and not Jordan? All right, I'm out of here.
Drop the mic! So you're mad at LeBron for
That
not...
sounds absolutely insane.
I don't understand that. You mean to tell me you a Pistons fan, probably grew up during the Bad Boys era. You're mad because LeBron didn't have Jordan included in the Space Jam, but
But here's the thing is, we don't know if LeBron even asked. LeBron might ask Jordan. Jordan said, "I'm not doing that."
yeah.
Why would Jordan do it?
Why would Jordan? Yeah.
Let's be honest. His acting was terrible in the first one.
And let me be clear, LeBron, he's not an actor, but he knows, he knows how to.
But he's an actor.
Man, look. Let
He
me
knows
tell
how
you something.
to. When he's being himself in a movie, he's funny.
LeBron know how to act.
LeBron knows how to act.
He act on the court all the time.
all the time. But even outside of that,
y'all really doing that, huh?
LeBron has been on TV shows, and he did. He was in a movie.
Yeah,
so
but-
he's done some type of little acting before. Jordan's acting was just terrible. It was
Jordan can
act like what?
Jordan went on the court and act like he had the flu.
What bomb?
And he act like he didn't get suspended.
And a lot of people act like he didn't win until the 90s.
By the way, SoCal says the Chargers. By the way, he said the Chargers have the cheapest owner. We gotta talk about that also before
They
we
said had the
leave.
cheapest owner.
Yeah, the Chargers. We're gonna talk about that.
One of them.
We're gonna definitely talk about that before we leave. But and he says there's movies for adults and kids. And LeBron has good comedic timing. So
Yeah.
I didn't understand it, and I really don't get it, but I get it. It's another reason to take a shot at LeBron.
It's easy to hate on LeBron.
Yeah.
Being ready, get that video up ready for you that I sent you.
What?
The video that I sent you. Yes.
Oh.
Guaranteed contracts. Y'all talking about because y'all talking about the
Oh yeah, this was gonna be mine
everybody
too.
got guaranteed.
So
I'm talking about because
so,
y'all
no, so let's
talking
stop
about
it.
the
Pause
NBA.
it. Pause it. B. So that's mine. So let's segue into Mark because
No, that was gonna be mine too.
that's why I want to segue to you because I want to see your view first before I get my.
No, go
view.
ahead. Let him play it first.
So me and Mark both had Brandon Marshall on our calling out names. So play this clip. This is from the I Am Athlete podcast with him and Ocho Cinco.
Talking about because y'all talking about the NBA. Everybody got guaranteed contracts, and it's false. They do. Searching this, and I'm telling you, it's the truth. No, they don't. Not everybody that's on the NBA roster have a guaranteed.
There's two-way contracts. There's two-way contracts,
No, it's
and
not.
then there's
No,
the
no,
top
what I'm talking
dogs.
about.
There's the top dog.
No, it's not. There's 4 guys on the NBA team that got guaranteed contracts, and everybody else can be cut today and don't got nothing.
And don't have nan dime.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed.
So who has a better
Are you
structure, the
kidding me?
NBA or the NFL?
Are
Everything
you
y'all saying is
kidding me?
what I'm saying. It's now you finally got the Russell Wilsons of the world finally saying something y'all talking about because
That was again Brandon Marshall. The other voice you heard was Channing Crowder. Who used to play for the Dolphins, and him and Ocho Cinco on the I Am Athlete podcast.
Shout out to Ocho Cinco. That's the homie.
Ah, boy.
He was in Santa Monica.
Yeah, he did. So did Steve Smith.
Yep, sure did.
Avalon. From Avalon. You know what I'm saying? He lived on Avalon. He ain't from Avalon. He lived on Avalon. He ain't from Avalon.
Hey, different show.
Yeah.
It's not no rules.
Different show.
What was Brandon Marshall thinking? I
First off, Brandon Marshall was loud
And-
and wrong.
really wrong.
Like stupid wrong. I've never seen somebody so passionate about being
I love you,
about
Mommy.
what? I've never seen somebody so passionate about making a wrong remark. Like you have to get everybody to know that you're wrong. Like I think you probably sometimes just chill. Like yo, I could you can just like be wrong sometime.
All I have to say is this: which sport has buyouts?
NBA.
NBA
Why do they have buyouts?
because it's guaranteed.
Next person.
Which, well, I'll take your buyout question.
Just that simple.
Which sport has non-guaranteed contracts?
Of course, the NFL don't have non-guaranteed contracts.
Which sport signs their teams the signing bonuses to front load the contract?
Just the NFL.
You don't see no signing bonuses in the NBA, do you?
There's no point.
So this will tell you why Brandon Marshall was 100% wrong, like Mark said. Number one, when the NBA signs a contract, a player signs for 5 years, $100 million. They sign for 5 years, $100 million. They don't sign for 5 years, $75 million like y'all do in the NFL.
And have to do incentives to get your $100 million.
Pretty much.
Sometimes the NBA do that. It's just not that big of a gap though.
No, they don't do incentive-laden contracts, but they let me tell you what Brandon Marshall's misstep was.
Everything.
Well, yeah, but there are non-guaranteed contracts in the NBA.
That haircut.
But it's only, I'll put it like this. When the Lakers signed Dwight Howard, he signed a non-guaranteed contract.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lakers had till January 15th of last year to fully guarantee what his contract was, or they could just waive him. It's the same thing in the NFL. If you on the roster X amount of days during the league year, if you're on there, you get your bonus. If not, they're going to waive you. So Brandon Marshall was wrong.
All the way.
And I'm just going to say that. You were wrong. You didn't do your homework. And I get it now. You're in the media. And I hate to say talk bad about a former Bronco. He said that haircut. Shout out to SoCal. You on First Things First with Nick Wright. You wearing the KD jersey backwards like this is Fab in 02. Stop it. He did. I was like, come on, man. Because everyone now is on Brooklyn's bandwagon, but I digress. But you were wrong, B. I love you, B. Marshall. You're doing a good job as an analyst on Inside NFL. But, boy, you was wrong when it came to this NBA talk. Mark, you had anybody else calling our names, bro?
No, that was it. That was a funny thing for me, I believe.
Yeah, that was.
It was going to be Paul Pierce, but then I think about it, Paul Pierce not on calling out names.
Well, we don't need to call out Paul. He called himself out. He said his brighter days coming. Pause.
Well, no, let's bring Paul Pierce from there.
Okay, go ahead. Let's go.
Because I can argue both sides of this.
Okay, so let's talk about Paul Pierce. Mm-hmm. Paul Pierce on last Friday had a few friends at his house. Mm-hmm. They had exotic dancers, money making it rain, and marijuana. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he decided to put it on Instagram Live.
That's the only problem I have with Paul Pierce. And
that was my only problem here because it wasn't that even him. You want to have strippers, exotic dancers, making it rain, playing $10,000 poker games, smoking weed. That's your prerogative. It doesn't bother me. My problem with Paul Pierce was the self-awareness because you forget you are still an employee of Disney, and I get it. I get it. You have the right to do what you want because you're a grown man. You're in your own house. You're on your own Instagram account. You're not on nothing affiliated with ESPN. But when you work for ESPN, they try as much as they try to be very, liberal, they're very conservative as well. And you had to know that when you made that video. I think Paul Pierce pretty much knew he was on his way out of ESPN eventually.
I think Paul Pierce was already on the outs with ESPN. I think that was done.
Because obviously you've seen he hasn't been on Countdown a lot this year.
I mean, just think about it. When you watch that video, the clips that they showed, it was nobody looking around looking like what you doing. Like everybody was just normal. Like they knew. Paul Pierce knew. If you ask me, I think Paul Pierce was already out of ESPN.
Right.
And this was just his FU statement to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing what I want to because I guarantee you, at least twice a month, that same party been happening.
Oh, I guarantee it has.
Twice.
I don't want to overdo it because I know. But at least twice a month, that same party been happening. But we would never know because it was never on Instagram. Now, I'm out. I don't care.
I'll see you at Barstool, P.
I was upset about one thing.
What was that?
He didn't even have 1,000 people on his live.
My SoCal was like for all 315 viewers.
I've seen Instagram models have more people on their live.
Good point.
Yeah,
Mark and Will have more viewers on their live when they do their playlist battles.
yeah,
Good.
Yeah.
That's true.
yeah. Nah, but other than that, man, I'm not. I mean, Paul Pierce did what he wanted to do, and Paul Pierce say some dumb things.
Yeah.
I don't think that Paul Pierce is going to be getting high on Instagram Live and broadcasting it, and then go get on Jump the next day. Like that. That just don't make no. He's
No,
not
he
doing
wouldn't.
that.
He wouldn't do that.
He's not doing that.
He was enjoying himself. He had a weekend off and he was enjoying himself.
Now he probably will. And the bad thing about it, they said that was his son's birthday.
Whoa.
They go to Inglewood High.
9 or 10. No. Like 11 or something like that.
That don't make it any
Yeah,
better.
he's a young. He young.
That don't make it any better because Nick was just about to.
Wait, so all that happened at the end of the birthday party?
No, that was. I don't think he was at the.
Oh, okay.
I think he.
That was the after party.
Happy birthday, son. You go stay with your mom.
Out of here.
Oh, man.
Off the Hawthorne you go.
Oh, man.
Hey, that's insane. Yeah, that's wild.
Who you got?
But go ahead, Nick.
Who you got, Nick? I know two of the people you had, but go with the first one because we want to talk about the other two.
Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah. Idiot.
Dennis Schroeder.
So Cal, we talking Dennis Schroeder.
So you wanted a 4-year, $100 million contract?
5 year.
5 years, $100 million contract. Are you insane? What have you done to even make you think that you're gonna get that contract? Lou Williams, who is a better player than you, didn't even get that type of money when he signed his contract with the Clippers. He got extremely underpaid.
That was a heist.
He could have took them for the bank, and he did not do it. You, on the other hand, should have accepted that 4-year, $80 million contract. Because from what I just saw in the stats from your game today, you just went 1 for 11, 8 points. You got 14 assists, though. That's nice. But guess what? You're going to regret not signing that contract, player, because you're not getting that contract. You're not getting no 5 years, $100 million from nobody in this league. How old is he?
He's 27.
He's not getting that from nobody. He doesn't make nobody team that much better to even ask for that type of money. That's insane. Now, for the next person I'm calling out is, it's going to be a combo. I'm calling out both Michael Rappaport and Kevin Durant.
Cut the beat.
What in the world were y'all thinking? First and foremost, listen, Durant.
SoCal said, hashtag let Dennis walk. Oh, wow. Say
Yeah.
that for the postgame show. I'm going live
you
after
know.
I leave here.
Get him up out of here. Durant, you should not let a comedian get you that upset, bro. This right here, look, it falls right into that narrative that everybody has towards him.
They are all sensitive.
These athletes, man.
They're super sensitive.
I mean, dude, why is this generation so... I could say they're soft. Why y'all so thin-skinned?
I don't think it's just this generation. I think we in real time to see their reaction to it. I guarantee you some of them players in the 90s and 80s was sensitive too.
Yeah, we just didn't have
Horace Grant was.
We didn't have Instagram. We saw that on Last Dance. We didn't have Instagram. We didn't have Twitter. And this all stemmed because Rappaport responded the way Kevin Durant handled his interview opening night with the Inside NBA crew, because obviously he had beef with Barkley for his criticism of Kyrie. And obviously he basically short answered every question that Barkley gave him.
And he has a right to do that.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't see Charles Barkley complain about it too much. He was like, okay,
he was on whatever.
pretty much.
So KD with the comments, and if y'all have seen the comments, there's a lot of homophobic misogyny in the DMs. But I need KD to stop being so sensitive, man. I mean, come on, dude.
I'm on the opposite side of that. This is not on Kevin Durant. This is on Michael Rappaport.
I'm with you on that part, but
I'm just talking about Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant not gonna stop being sensitive. That's Kevin Durant.
Right.
We gotta stop expecting people to do what they're the opposite of what they are. Like, he's been sensitive. He reacts to everything somebody say to him. The only good thing, he's not doing it from his burner account no more.
Good point.
But he reacts to everybody. So at that point, when I see Kevin Durant react to something, okay, that's Kevin Durant. Michael Rappaport, why are you leaking DMs?
Yeah,
That
to me-
was a buster move.
To me, I heard, and I know he been telling Skip, well, he never felt
Aaron.
so threatening.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, and y'all invited him to the cookout.
Yeah, I find because he just not everybody who bashed LeBron is a good person. Let me just put it like that, people. So everybody want to invite all these white boys to the cookout because they so liberal and quote unquote woke. Because y'all want to invite him and Max Kellerman and everybody and their mama who say something bad about a Republican to the cookout or bash the NFL. Do your homework. Michael Rappaport, man, he broke man code.
I think I rock with Kellerman though.
I rock with Max too.
I'm about to say, what's wrong with Max?
But I'm saying, but that's the way because people obviously, when the whole Kaepernick situation, a lot of people went at Stephen A, calling him a sellout, and obviously everyone was saying Max was acts more, seeing like he's more black. And the whole stuff with TL saying, Max got more of a ghetto pass than you do. Now I'm like, calm down, Terrell. Calm down, Terrell. But like with Mark, I'm with Mark, and I know you're gonna go to Rappaport side. I was more mad at him because dude, this was a private conversation, fam.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's the same thing I'm about to say. If you over here having this exchange with this dude, what all it proves is that you are more sensitive than Kevin Durant is. That's all that proves. Because apparently you got hurt about these comments. Very, 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 very deep cut you got from a few of these comments, and you wanted everybody to know. And you thought, I don't know what your thought process was, but I'm assuming you thought by you posting this that it was going to be all these people slandering Durant, but it's actually been the complete opposite. Durant hasn't really been slandered like that. Only thing everybody's saying about Durant is the same thing I've been saying. Like I just said earlier, stop being so sensitive. Hey, that's the way Durant is. I'm going to still keep saying it.
Some guy said Michael Rappaport is still Remy.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Freaking Malik.
I just don't. You broke not even just man code, like in general. That's just. I'll give you a prime example. Right, he has a relationship with a lot of athletes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Guess what? Now they're not DMing him no more. He knows what's gonna happen. They don't know if these DMs gonna get leaked now.
It's a lot of people who have a relationship with Michael and
yeah, for real.
And that's about to separate.
And I'm gonna say it was really bad timing for him because y'all know what he does in the summer. He's the sideline reporter for the Big Three.
Yep.
And then they just announced the Big Three's coming back in July. They're going to do part of the season in Vegas. They're going to do the other part of the season in New Orleans. And then they're going to have the championship game at a neutral site. But I dare you do that with Steven Jackson.
Shout out to Nick Young.
Shout out to Swag.
I think he might.
He playing. They lowered the age limit from 27 to 22. So
I might have to talk to him and see if he's really gonna do it.
That would be dope.
Gil might be the coach.
Shout out. Yeah, try that with Gil.
Gil not gonna. Oh yeah.
Try that with Coutinho Mobley.
No, he's not.
Try that with Steven Jackson. Try that with Kenyon Martin. I'm talking to some of these are some of the guys you're gonna have to interact with. You're gonna have to face when you get back, when you get in Vegas or New Orleans, whenever game you're calling for the Big Three, because they're gonna confront you about it. Cube's gonna confront you about it. Jeff Quantis is going to confront you about this.
Yeah, that's not
because they're not going to f with you because they're going to feel like you a rat.
You are
because you pretty much proved it. I mean, you went on undisputed the next day trying to clarify yourself, but Shannon said no, you were wrong, fam.
At the end of the day, this is the thing. Like Nick said, man.
I said try that with Charles Oakley. Yeah, I wish. He wish.
Like you said, he got in his feelings or whatever Durant said, and I'm not gonna ever be mad at nobody for getting your feelings for about whatever. But to me, it's about how you react to that. You know what I'm saying? He could have gotten his feelings and then just stop responding. Just all right, cool. I'm about to just chill, and nobody would have never known nothing. He could have called Kevin Durant or hit Kevin Durant up like the next day, like, hey, don't do that no more. Between me and you, don't do that no more.
Yeah.
When you get in your feelings and you react like that, that's when I start questioning you as a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't even a man. I don't want to make it. I don't want to separate as a person. I don't do that.
Right.
We're not doing that.
Exactly. That wasn't a good look in general. And like I said, I don't know what reaction he thought he was gonna get by doing that, it didn't go well.
He thought he was gonna get some cool points from the national media.
Yeah, and he thought because how everybody already killed Kevin Durant for being sensitive, he thought I was gonna add on to it. But see, the flip side about it is everybody was like, Nah, Kevin Durant. I mean, it's some things. Kevin Durant should have left his wife out there. Whatever it is, I get that part.
Yeah.
But nah, Kevin Durant. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at Kevin Durant at all. Michael Rappaport. I shouldn't haven't even known about this
Conversation
conversation.
should not have been public.
Exactly.
This is a private exchange between two individuals.
Exactly.
And you broke the code by basically using your social media because you have X amount of thousands of followers on Twitter and your podcast. So you basically try to use that as a way to basically degrade Kevin Durant, and it didn't work. Kevin Durant got to fine $50K from the NBA because obviously
dropping the bucket.
Some change.
Yeah.
So basically that
Fuck
money
a
goes
dollar.
to charity. So he ain't tripping on that. But he apologized because I'm gonna say this about KG's apology. I'll let you go ahead. He just apologized for the way it sounded. He ain't apologized because it came out. He apologized because y'all saw it in the public. He's not taking back what he said.
It's some of the things that, and I can't even say he shouldn't have said it because I guarantee you he said in his everyday life it just never comes out.
Exactly. That was what his point was. His apology was.
But to be fair, if we want other people to do stuff like that for us,
Yeah,
you
we got it.
So, you know what I'm saying? I get it. He probably, if anybody was offended by that, he probably should have, apologized for that. But yeah, it shouldn't have came out at all, man. Like that's my only problem with Durant is that it came out, and it's not his fault that it came out.
And that's it.
And don't tell nobody you'll spit on him.
Right. That's just disrespectful.
You spit on the ground, player. That's
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
yeah. Don't do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's calling out names.
Michael Rappaport would get punched in the face, though. I guarantee you that. In real life.
Last two segments of the night. I want to have a conversation with you guys. I don't know if y'all saw in the news. The Chargers, getting ready, your Chargers are in the news. They're having some ownership issues.
What else is new?
So, Dia Spanos, who's the sister of Chargers owner Dean Spanos.
Wait, what's her name?
Dia. Or basically D or Dia. So you have Dia
That's original. Go
and
ahead.
you have Dean. Go figure, right?
Twins?
No.
I don't know. So she's wanting a court to force the sell of the Chargers because they're over $300 million in debt.
What?
They are $300 million in debt, and they've had a succession plan set up where they will sell the Chargers in 2024. Now Dean Spanos has gotten rid of that plan. Now she wants the judge to open up files to prove that they're in debt because she wants to cash out. But Dean Spanos still wants to hold on to the team because obviously he wants to follow, and out of respect for his father's legacy, he still wants to hold on. Let me be real. Dean Spanos is a horrible owner.
Terrible.
He should have never left San Diego, and Ben Ready has said that many a times on Sports for You. I've said it. Nick said it. Mark said it. It was bad. We get it. You saw LA. You saw the green, but you're $300 million in debt. You not wanted here, and obviously ticket sales have not done well for the Chargers, especially last year with no fans. And now we're gonna get fans this year, and ticket sales probably still ain't gonna be well. You weren't able to sell any PSLs. It's a bad look. Sad, and I'm seeing a guy saying, "Call up Diddy, have him get a group together to buy the Chargers." Sell the team. Wow.
You see, they said call him Diddy?
Yeah.
Diddy Black?
Yeah.
That canceled that. Go ahead.
And then the other thing, the other video I sent you, B. We're gonna celebrate. Obviously, we talked about Atlanta obviously losing the All-Star game, but they still have something to celebrate today. 47 years ago today, history was made in sports, and the only way we can tell it is through the sounds of Vin Scully. Play it, B.
Outfield deep and straight away. Fastball is a high drive in the deep left center field. Buckner goes back to the fence. It is gone. What a marvelous moment for baseball. What a marvelous moment for the country and the world. At 10 minutes after 9 in Atlanta, Georgia, Henry Aaron has eclipsed the mark set by Babe Ruth.
47 years ago today,
Outfield deep and straight away.
the late Hank Aaron, surpassed Babe Ruth as the all-time leader in home runs with 715.
What number is he now?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Man.
We got some breaking news,
What happened?
and this is pretty much what's coming. This isn't in the world of sports, but I'm seeing from a text from our boy Josh that the great DMX has left us.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go to Twitter to confirm.
No.
Well, there are multiple reports that saying that Earl DMX Simmons has passed away at the age of 51.
Nah, not X. Yeah, for real.
So it is confirmed that rap legend DMX has passed away at the age of 50 after suffering a heart attack Friday in New York City.
That's rough right there.
Send prayers out to his family, to his kids, the entire Rough Riders family.
Shout out to the legend Earl Simmons.
And Swiss, I was watching him and Tim do that recap for the verses the other day for the Earth, Wind, and Fire Isley Brothers. He said Earth, Wind, and Fire was X's favorite group. And Swiss, he tried to be down, but he had to remember he had X in his ear saying, "No, you better go hard." DMX, man, was one of my favorites. Hate to see this go, but I'm glad he's at peace now.
Yeah.
Hate to see he's been through so much.
Man, he made a big impact on the world in the short amount of time he was here.
So
That's crazy.
we'll just, as we celebrate a legend like Hank Aaron, who dealt with all types of racism playing in Georgia, we're also going to celebrate and remember the life of Earl DMX Simmons. We'll see y'all next week. On Tuesday, we're going to have a talk about our MLB teams. We're going to send a message, a 60-second PSA to each one of our MLB teams, what we expect for them this season. Yes, that's just a good way to end the show. So,
Damn. I just went to a GIF on here, and it's a GIF of him and Aaliyah.
wow, that's crazy. So, I want to say this. RIP to the dog. This is not easy. This is rough.
That's crazy, man.
So, say it again. RIP DMX. I'm John. That's Mark. That's Nick.
Yes, sir.
On the board, that's been ready. We'll see y'all next week. Rest in peace, DMX. Peace.